Assalamu alaikum, 1 p.m. This is Radio Pakistan. The news read by Aisha Ghazi. First, the headlines. Prime Minister says national security issues must not be exploited for political point scoring. Election Commission has started formal training of district returning officers and returning officers for the upcoming general elections. UN Security Council condemns killings of Palestinian protesters in Gaza. North Korea has begun dismantling its nuclear test site. Now the news in detail. Prime Minister Shahid Khaqan Abbasi has said that national security issues must not be exploited for political point scoring. Speaking in the National Assembly today, he clarified that the Indian media misreported statement of former Prime Minister Nawaz Sharif on Mumbai attacks for its own designs. He said the former Prime Minister did not say that the militants were deliberately sent from Pakistan for Mumbai attacks. The Prime Minister categorically stated that Pakistan has a consistent policy of not allowing use of its soil for attacks against any other country. This has been the policy in the past and remains so today during government of PMLN. He said, as the issue was being fanned for political objectives, he convened a meeting of the National Security Committee to reaffirm the point of view of the government. He said the parliament, if so desires, can form a Truth and Reconciliation Commission to go deep into the issue. Earlier, Shah Mahmood Qureshi of Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf regretted the statement of former Prime Minister about Mumbai attacks. Shazia Murray of Pakistan People's Party said the statement has hurt the very sentiments and emotions of the people. Sahibzada Tariqullah of Jamaat-e-Islami said the matter should be investigated. Saman Sultana Jafri said Nawaz Sharif's statement has negated the sacrifices rendered by the security personnel and the people in the war on terror. Election Commission of Pakistan has started formal training of district returning officers and returning officers for the upcoming general elections. Addressing the inaugural ceremony of training in Peshawar, member Election Commission Justice retired Mrs. Irshad Khaisar said, "We are committed to hold free and fair elections in the country." Provincial Election Commissioner Peer Makbul Ahmed also spoke on the occasion. Training for the district returning officers and returning officers also began in Quetta. Chief Election Commissioner Sardar Muhammad Raza will inaugurate the training program for the district returning officers and returning officers of Punjab in Lahore tomorrow. United Nations Security Council has condemned the killings of Palestinians in Gaza during a peaceful protest against its shifting of U.S. Embassy from Tel Aviv to East Jerusalem. In an emergency meeting, United Nations Assistant Secretary General for Political Affairs, Ty Brook, called for an investigation and accountability of perpetrators. According to Palestinian Health Ministry, 58 protesters were killed and 2,700 injured due to straight gunfire, tear gas, or other means by Israeli forces. Meanwhile, Palestinians are observing Nakba Day today, in which 750,000 Palestinians were driven out of their homes in 1948 and forced to live in refugee camps. North Korea has begun dismantling its nuclear test site ahead of a historic summit between Kim Jong-un and President Donald Trump. In a move welcomed by Washington and Seoul, North Korea said it will be completely destroyed the Pyongyang test site between 23rd to 25th of this month in the presence of invited foreign media. In occupied Kashmir, All Parties Hurriyat Conference says people of occupied Kashmir have been offering unparalleled sacrifices for the last 7 decades and nourished their freedom movement with their blood. In a statement in Srinagar, the APHC General Secretary Ghulam Nabi Somji said hundreds are languishing in jails and detention centers, and their families are in distress and looking for help. On the fifth day of Dublin Test against Pakistan, Ireland will resume their second innings at the overnight score of 319 for 7 wickets today. Earlier, Ireland were all out for 130 runs in the first innings in response to Pakistan's score of 310 for 9 declared. And that is the end of the news. For more news and analysis, log in onto our website radio.gov.pk. And also watch live video streaming of our bulletins on the link facebook.com/Radio Pakistan News Official.